Okay, I am here with Miss Kyra Gaddy, and you did do the game, yes?
I did do the game.
Okay, how accurate would you say the game is at representing the experience of the working poor based on your knowledge of the subject and your own experiences?
I feel like the experience of the working poor, it depicts it pretty well with real life scenarios of different bills, different circumstances like health problems, car registration. It depicts it pretty decently, other than the fact that I'm not living through it and I can't experience the mental and physical effects that will like break you down over time and tire you out. I can't feel that, so that's the only issue with this. But spending money, saving money, having the stressors of like outside forces really affects you in this type of scenario.
Yes. Okay, is there anything that surprised you about the game?
Something that surprised me about the game was how much community matters with getting help from like friends with like staying there for a while if you don't have a place to stay, or getting help from friends with like not paying a laundromat but getting like your laundry done at their place, or just them offering you money. Friends and family is so important in life, and it's a factor that a lot of people overlook. But in this spent game, it just really shows that like you really need people to support and help you. And what are the people to do without community like that supposed to do? Like, they have so much more difficulties without help from outside sources that can like reimburse them and give them more economic income and like give them like a safety net. But what about the people without a safety net? They could just fall and fail, and they could go into debt very easily without a community.
Yep. Okay, is there anything that you think was missing or that you disagreed with while you were playing?
Something that might have been missing was, I would say, that the child's mental health, because of how many things you had to cut off of like going to social events, going to field trips, um, going out with friends. Like, you had to stop them for a lot of different things, like not letting them get ice cream because you needed to save money for more important living factors like the electricity bill. It really didn't show how mentally affecting it was on the children and how they might have some side effects of that, or they might need counseling.
Okay, why do you think that the game was designed that way, or why do you think the game did not involve this, like, certain options in it?
I feel like the game wasn't designed that way because the effects are so expansive on mental health that it's hard to depict every single type of mental problem, or even physical, and how it like breaks down your body. Like, it can't go into extreme detail because there's so many different effects of sleep deprivation and high stress situations, high blood pressure, that it's like limitless. So whenever it comes down to a game, they need to narrow it down to more specifics. So in the long run, it just shows that the amount of effects like can't all be simulated on this game, that there's plenty of more effects that like you wouldn't even think about, or you wouldn't even imagine someone's living through that as you're living right now, which is good to know that there's people out there who need help that have been going through this experience or worse.
Okay, while the game doesn't mention your race, ethnicity, citizenship status, educational background, or family background, how do you think that each of these characteristics would modify your success or failure within this game?
I think coming back to the background point is, with a different race, I think you might fall into the lower income because less opportunity might be given to you. With being white, there comes privileges that are just automatically put into the system, that more people will be more accepting of you. And I think narrowing down like possibilities of jobs, interviews based on race is a hard but like true fact that we live through. And not that we want to have it, but we're born with these things. It comes into the luck factor. And then gender wise, many head core business roles are taken by men, and because some men like that superiority and that they like feed into it because it helps their cause. So whenever you're a woman, they might not listen to you or your opinions as much. So you might not be higher on the scale, higher in connection to get those interviews, to get those jobs. And just in the long run, that these effects do have a great impact on how we succeed, how much effort we need to do to succeed, how much more, like the extra mile that we have to go to see the effects of it, to see the progress.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, of course.